to the deepest secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a law threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi. And today I have another special banger for you. Right, now listen, before we get too far in the video, you know exactly what you need to do. Make sure you drop a like, and let's get this video to at least 1,000 likes. That'll definitely push the video to the recommended. And furthermore, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe. I'm by far the hardest working YouTuber in 2K community, and hopefully you appreciate the 9 a.m. and the 5 p.m. daily double uploads. You can show that appreciation by dropping a like and subscribing, all right? Now, let's get straight into this video. So today what we're gonna be looking at is how to make the one, the only, the great Joel Embiid. Now, one thing about Joel Embiid that a lot of people obviously know is that he is definitely unmakeable, right? Like, you're not able to, you're not making those 7 foot, 280 pound versatile paint beast, not no currents in, okay? So the fact is that what we're gonna do is just try to make the best version that we possibly can. And we're also not gonna make him at the center spot, we're gonna make him at the power forward spot. So we're not gonna get the name at the top. If you wanna get the name at the top, let me know in the comment section, I will do it for you, but it is a trash build, trust me. It's trash. Just to get Joel Embiid at the top, it's trash. You gotta make it 7'3", like, it's just not gonna work. All right. We want something that translates well into the park. So let's just get into it real quick. So what we're gonna look at here is Joel Embiid. He is 7 foot 280, but just look at his numbers. His numbers are astronomical. An 87 driving layup on a 7-footer is ridiculous. 97 dunk. He even has an 80 driving dunk, which is really dope. Also the close shots 87, which is kind of like, dang, I thought that would be a little bit higher. But then the shooting is just ridiculous. 80 mid-range and an 82 3-ball. All right. And then of course the post hook, post fade, and post control are ridiculous. Okay. And then when you look at his playmaking ability, pass accuracy is only 55, which is kind of surprising. The ball handling is a 57. And then of course the defense coming up here. There you go. Interior defense is a ridiculous 96. Okay. 96 defense, interior defense, 80 block, only a 72 offensive rebound, but the defensive rebound is crazy at a 92 also. So you can already tell he has red, a lot of red. He has a lot of yellow for his post control. He has a lot of green when it comes to shooting, and he has a lot of blue. So obviously he hits high on every single color of the pie chart. That's what makes these type of builds really, really hard to make when you have individuals that literally can get Hall of Fame in every category, okay? So real quick, just want to look at his speed, which is a 69, 67 acceleration. His strength's a 95, and a vert's only a 68, okay? And then let's look at these badges. When you look at the badges, back down Punisher, Dream Shake, I mean, like, you name it. From the finishing side, you're going to basically have it on the pie chart. I thought there would have been some least Hall of Fame type badges here. Maybe Grace Under Pressure you would have thought would have been Hall of Fame, but it's not, which is kind of a head scratcher. Then you look here, clutch shooter, which I was like, oh, word, clutch shooting, okay. Difficult shots make sense when it comes to his fades. Set shooter, that's one of his strong suits. You know, he's a face-up center, which of course, in my opinion, you know, this generation of centers are just, you just never seen it. Like Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, and Nikola Jokic, those three, hands down, will go down in history thus far as the greatest tool players, centers, or big men in league history. And I know some of y'all might first be like, oh my God, what are you talking about? But think about it, man. Like, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won't shoot threes, right? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wasn't facing up like that, right? Tim Duncan was a mid-range shooter. He won't shoot threes like that. He couldn't finish as athletically as Joel Embiid. I mean, KG the same way. KG is like the first transcendent type big that could do it all from the three, mid-range, all that type of deal. Even Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk was a great shooter, but he wasn't a post-up player, down the basket, athleticism. Like, when you talk about, you know, Jokic, Anthony Davis, and Joel Embiid, they do it all. They do it all, from playmaking to shooting, scoring, you name it. They're not just your back to the basket centers like Shaq, Wilt, Patrick Ewing, you name the great centers of our generation, Dave Robinson. They were 90s basketball players. But these generation of basketball players here, these centers here, they do it all. They do everything. All right, so you're gonna have these type of, look at this. He has Hall of Fame post playmaker. Gold post playmaker. And then defensively, he has, gold box out, brick wall. I thought intimidation should have been higher than that. Post lockdown, rim protector, worm, you name it. Like I said, Joel Embiid is extremely great player and gonna be hard to make. But of course, we're gonna go ahead and try and do it. So let's go ahead and head over to the My Player Builder and let's try to make Joel Embiid. All right, my nephews and nieces. So now let's hop right into it. So Joel Embiid, he is a center, but we're going to make it at power forward because you get better badge distribution and, of course, you get better attributes. There's no way, shape, or form I could just comfortably just go ahead and make a center build knowing that you're leaving like 8 badges on the table, right? And then say that this is the best version of Joel Embiid. If you want to do that as a center, by all means, you can copy exactly what I'm doing here for power forward and make it at the center spot if you wanted to, but you're going to see immediately halfway through this distributing the attributes, you're like, dang, like this really sucks. So hopefully 2K eventually will change that to where, like, there has to be a reason to make these make center positions viable again. It doesn't make sense to spend $50 on VC to make a center when you can make that same exact build at power forward and get way much more. Okay, right-handed, of course, he's number 21. We're going with the Hall of Fame finishing and the Hall of Fame shooting. He has extraordinarily great defense, but when we talk about translating, his gameplay in the park, interior defense doesn't even matter anyway. And then he had a 92 defensive rebound, so you will get the rebounding. But in the grand scheme of things, you want to be able to shoot it. We want to be able to finish strong around the basket. We want to be able to post fade and post hook. We want to be able to do those things, and this pie chart is going to be able to do that for you. So we're going there. And then again, strength doesn't matter either in this game. We know strength, that no one cares about strength. Strength has no effect on the game at all. Hopefully in 23 that will be changed, but until then, let's just go speed and vert, okay? We want to go speed and vert. Now, how we're going to do this is this. We're going to max out close shot. We're going to skip that driving layup, even though he had an 80 driving layup, because we want to go ahead and get the driving dunk, the standing dunk, and the post hook taken care of. We want to max out that mid-range shot, that three-point shot, and that post fade. We want to go 58 on our pass accuracy, then max out that post control. Then we want to max out the interior defense. Then we want to max out block, offensive, and defensive rebound, okay? So what you're looking at is 20, 16, 8, and 7. And again, like I said, when you're talking about a build like this, we just want to understand that when it comes to the defensive side, are we able to get rebounds? That's all that's really important here. And then when it comes to, like I said, our playmaking, it's really just about making sure we get glue hands and quick first step. And then, of course, from our shooting, we want to make sure we can get as many of those as we can. Keep in mind that this is Hall of Fame along with the finishing, which is Hall of Fame. So 20, 16, 8, and 7 is perfect when it comes to a Joel Embiid type build. Body type, we do want to go built, okay? Now, here's the thing. You can go 6'11 or 6'10, okay? We all know Joel Embiid is 7 feet, but the problem is Joel Embiid has an 80 driving dunk, okay? If we want to get anywhere close to that, we want to be 6'10, okay? If you go 6'11, you're not going to be close to that, but you will be able to have a higher interior defense. So that's what you have to ask yourself. Higher interior defense or higher driving dunk? Now, we all know being 6'10 will allow you to give out the big man contact dunks, so you want to be at least 6'10 minimum, all right? But 6'10 to 6'11 is a sweet spot. Me personally, I want to go 6'10 because I want to make sure that I get the big man contact dunks, but I also want to make sure I get an 80 driving dunk because I want to make sure I can get those elite big man contact dunks. In order to get elite big man contact dunks, you got to have an 80 driving dunk, all right? So we want to make sure we get those, so that's why we want to go here, okay? And then for your body type, for your weight, again, you can go ahead, do it any way you want. Strength doesn't matter. What matters is speed and vert. So what we're going to do is we want to drop his weight all the way down to 204, okay? 204, and then our wingspan, of course, max it all the way out, all right? So now let's just talk about a few things here. You do know you get a +8 to your physicals, get a +4 from 95 to 99 overall, and then you get the other +4 by either getting a gym rat badge or doing your Gatorade workouts. So regardless, you're looking at a 77 speed, you're looking at a 76 acceleration and an 84 vert. Now this right here is going to translate extremely well when it comes to the park. Remember, we're not trying to translate this to where it'll be like in real life or whatever. We want this build to play like Joel Embiid in the park. And trust me, this build will be, because it'll be quick, just like Joel Embiid is. And of course, you'll be able to have some tremendous amount of finishing and animations around the basket along with shooting. You look at your finishing, you get a +4 here, so you get a 95 close shot, an 80 driving dunk, which we wanted, a 96 standing dunk, and a ridiculous 94 post hook. Look at your shooting. 74 mid-range and a 71 3-ball is more than enough to be able to shoot consistently. And of course, that is a really good 89 post fade you're looking at right there. And then your post control will be an 83, which is solid. The 69 interior defense, which again, no one cares about, it doesn't work. The ones that are really important here is the 84 block. That's really how you get your paint defense there. It's just literally jumping. You want to jump, and that's how you get the animations there. 75 offensive rebound, which is actually higher than what he has. He has a 72, and then of course you have the 83 defensive rebound. He had a 92, but we have an 83, but again, it's still going to translate well into the part. And then of course, when it comes to your takeovers, we definitely want to go with post take, okay? So here you have the build. The build comes out as interior finisher. Obviously, he's not going to be a versatile paint beast. You're not able to make no 6'11", 6'10" versatile paint beast unless it's going to be in the blue and the red. Now, you want to go ahead. Let's test this build out real quick. We'll get 99. We'll go over the badges, and we'll quickly get you out of here. So when we talk about Joel Embiid, the most important ones we want to have is, of course, we want to have fast twitch. Let's get that on gold. We want limitless takeoff Hall of Fame, posterizer Hall of Fame. We want grace under pressure on gold. We want fearless finisher on gold. And then of course, we want rise up on bronze, put back on bronze, and then we want a strippable on bronze. This is basically what you're gonna look at. If you wanna do hook shots. Now understand this, hook specialist can be good too. You can go ahead and take that and put it here, and then maybe work it like this. But it's really if you're gonna be doing hook shots, all right? If you're gonna be doing hook shots, do that. Pro Touch is good to have, but you need to have the meter on for Pro Touch, and I don't use my meter, so it doesn't matter anyway. So there's no timing when you do your hook shots other than unless you have your meter on. And then on your shooting side, this is where, like, again, man, it's really about preference. Now, we always want to make sure we get Sniper Hall of Fame because that's just the best badge on the game. But then from here, it's really about how do you want your Joel Embiid build to be. I would definitely go gold on my hot zone. I would go silver on my difficult shots. I'll get my fade ace on bronze. I'll get my set shooter. Remember, we're trying to do this as translating to Joel Embiid. We'll get this on bronze along with Lucky 7 on bronze. And then with these last ones here, I will get catch and shoot on gold. So you'll be able to do a little bit of everything with this build. You'll be able to catch and shoot. You'll obviously be able to set up, spot up, and work from the set shooter badge. Of course, you'll be the fade ace and difficult shots. Dead eye and blinders are some good ones to have also if you wanted them. But for the most part, you're really not going to get contested like that because you're just going to be a really all-around balanced build. Usually when people jump, it doesn't even matter. You're still going to hit those shots when it comes to your fades. And then here, what you want to get, like we talked about before, is we want to get our bailout on bronze. We want to get our glue hands on gold, our bullet passer on bronze, and then we want to get our quick first step on gold, okay? Defensively, well, all that really matters here is make sure we get our rebound chaser, our rim protector, and our chase down artist, and then get that intimidator on silver and call it a day, all right? So there you have it, my nephews and nieces. This is the Joel Embiid build. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, just make sure you drop a like, you subscribe to the channel, and as usual, your favorite old head, Uncle Demi, I'll be back really, really soon with the banger, man. You know, when I say I'll be back soon with the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.